Good day. Uh, my name is Tepiso, and thank you for joining me once again. Um, Today, I want us to talk about relationships, just how dynamic they are and how dynamic they can get. So I was watching some podcast. Um, yeah, something was said there that sparked this conversation that we're about to have. They were not necessarily talking about relationships, but then just something that was said there sparked the thought, right? Um, so I'm sitting right now thinking, okay, everyone is individuals, you know, we, everyone has, because then let's say you get on a date, someone would ask you, what type of a person are you looking for? So automatically we assume that the person we are on a date with has an idea of the person that they want in their life. So we premeditate on our future partners, right? So, with that being said, as premeditating on our future partners, it means that we have a model or an idea of the person that we would like to have in our lives in the future, right? So obviously, everyone would create a perfect partner in their minds, right? Uh, so with that being said, so if if in my mind, this is my perfect partner, right? In my mind, this is my perfect partner, and I'm on a date, right, with the lady, and she asks me what oh, you know what ideal partner do I think I want or do I want, right? And then this she is this, but then in my mind this is my perfect partner. But then I see her for what she is, like the outside, and I think she's beautiful also. But then this, before meeting her, prior meeting her, this was my perfect, beautiful picture of a perfect partner. But then I get to meet her and I see like, oh, this also is it's not perfect, but she is beautiful, right? Now, when she asks me that question of, oh, what are you looking for? Obviously, my answers will be based on, trying to sway my way into somewhat describing her, because if I say this is my right, she will feel like she's not fit for me. Whereas I'm not saying that. I'm saying prior to meeting you, this was my idea of a perfect woman. But then because I don't want to rub her off the wrong way, I will try to describe her without making it obvious, right? And then, okay, sharp, I made a compromise because also nice, she's beautiful. So I'm getting rid of this idea, right? Of what, you know, the outside, physical, you know, and also there's personalities, you know. You also premeditate on personalities, like if she can be this type of woman, personality wise, that will be perfect. Then you get to meet this person, get to know her, get to, get a bit deeper with her. And because what you thought you like, what you imagined to be a perfect personality for you as a partner was this, but then she is presenting this, you're like, because already, you know, not to say that her personality is bad, but then it's not bad. It's something that I can work with. I get rid of this again just to make way for this, right? Just to make way for this. And with that being said, right? With that being said, we start doing this thing called love. We start getting, you know, now we are into, right? And then because of a relationship being a relationship, there's ought to be arguments, fights, and all of that, right? Um, Men being men, women being women, to their weaknesses. I mean, women being women, their weakness, men being men, their weakness, right? There's fights, there's quarrels, there's all of those negative things about relationships. Um, you get to a point where you sort of like question your judgment, all right, or like, was it really a good idea, to overlook what I previously had in mind, because then that was perfect. But then because she's beautiful in her own way, I sort of like accepted that, right? Uh, but then, the things that I'm experiencing, I'm sort of like, but then some people they thug it out. I'm like, come on, man, it's just a fight. Maybe we will get over it. But then it does happen that within that period of you arguing, fighting, and whatnot, then you meet, out of coincidence, you meet this person. Even better, this was your idea of a perfect woman for you, right? But then you get to meet this an even better version of your idea of a better woman, a perfect woman. You meet this. She likes you. Like she likes you. And you're like, what? Wait. I don't understand. I've I'm in a relationship with this one right now. I'm meeting this one. My my idea of a perfect woman was this one, but then I got an even better version of this one, which is this one. And what's even worse, she likes me. She likes me. And right now, currently, I'm fighting with my partner. I'm fighting with my partner. Now, hence, sometimes I do understand why there's breakups, you know. I do understand. Not necessarily cheating, because cheating is another thing, but then I do understand why there's breakups. Because then, with me being in that situation, me being me, I would leave this one without thinking twice. Yes, many of you would think, why? Because then the fights that you are running away from that side, you're gonna get you're gonna get on this side. Yes, it means every woman, there's fights, there's arguments, there's whatever, but then all of those things are better when I have what I thought was perfect. Because then this is my perfect women, ideally. So even if we do go through that period of, fights, arguments, quarrels, I still have my perfect women. So me, I would leave this one for this one. But then it does happen that as much as she is your perfect uh, version of a woman, turns out you are not her perfect version of a man. It does happen. It does happen. So I couldn't help but think about these things. So like, yo, as much as we don't we like we don't find it uh we find it very hard to understand things, but then I've reached a point where, but like I sort of like give it an understanding, like, sometimes when a partner leaves you, in some instances cheat on you, it I, I want to push myself to understand what it does happen. When your partner picks you, you are not, as much as she's happy that she picked you, or you are happy that you picked her, she's not the perfect idea of a woman or a man that you had prior meeting him or her, right? And then one day you're gonna meet that perfect version whilst you are with him or her. The worst scenario is meeting that perfect version while you are in that period of fights. That's the worst case scenario. So now I sort of like reached the point where like, oh, should these things happen to me? I will understand. I will understand, because then we tend to fight ourselves, ask God why these things happen to us, and it's pure logic. It's pure logic. And sometimes we don't do these things consciously, they happen unconsciously. But that is, your body respond because you premeditated on this idea of a perfect partner. So even when you step in the same room with that perfect vision, your body tells you, woman, there's something that is right, that I thought would be perfect for me within this, area, man. There is. Your body responds to that because already it's premeditated. I don't know, man. I don't know what you think about that.